Christmas 1996. While most of America was waking up to unwrapped gifts, the Ramsey family in Boulder, Colorado, was waking up to a living nightmare. JonBenét Ramsey, a 6-year-old child beauty queen with a bright future, had vanished from her bed. But this wasn't a typical kidnapping. It would become the most controversial, analyzed, and haunting cold case in American history. A mystery that, even 30 years later, remains unresolved. At 5:52 a.m., Patsy Ramsey placed a frantic 911 call. She had found a 3-page ransom note on the kitchen staircase. It was oddly long, demanding exactly $118,000, the precise amount of John Ramsey's Christmas bonus. The note claimed to be from a small foreign faction, warning that if the police were involved, JonBenét would be executed. But the police were called. Within minutes, the Ramsey home was swarming with officers, family friends, and investigators. It was a chaotic scene, one that would later be criticized for contaminating vital evidence. By 1 p.m., the atmosphere turned from frantic to devastating. Detective Linda Arndt suggested John Ramsey search the house. He went straight to the basement, to a small room known as the wine cellar. There he found her. JonBenét's body was covered by a white blanket, her wrists bound, duct tape over her mouth, and a nylon garrote tightened around her neck. She hadn't been taken from the house. She had been there the entire time. The question was, how could an intruder enter a locked home, commit such a brutal act, and leave a 3-page note without waking a soul? The suspicion immediately turned inward. Forensic linguists noted the ransom note was written on paper from inside the house, using a pen found on the desk. Even more disturbing, experts suggested the handwriting shared eerie similarities with Patsy Ramsey's own style. Then, there was the 911 call theory. Enhanced audio suggests that after Patsy thought she hung up, voices could be heard in the background. Was the family staging a kidnapping to cover up a tragic accident involving JonBenét's older brother, Burke? Or were they victims of a sophisticated predator? But the case isn't that simple. Investigators found a broken window in the basement and a strange footprint. Years later, advanced DNA testing found touched DNA on JonBenét's clothing that belonged to an unknown male, not a family member. This intruder theory suggests a stalker obsessed with the young beauty queen broke in, hid in the basement, and waited for the family to sleep. Yet, there were no footprints in the fresh snow outside. In the world of JonBenét Ramsey, every piece of evidence points in 2 different directions. As we stand in 2026, new technology in genetic genealogy offers a final glimmer of hope. The Boulder Police Department continues to re-examine the evidence, searching for a name to match that mysterious DNA. Was a family secret buried in the basement, or a monster from the outside? The tragedy of JonBenét Ramsey remains a scar on the American conscience. What is your theory? Leave a comment below. If you want to keep the search for justice alive, subscribe to Unresolved Truths. I'm your host, and the investigation continues.